out. We come to prophesy the downfall of America and to tell the people on this sign who they are. Anybody of Negro, Indian, or Latino descent are the true children of Israel according to the Bible. And one thing that I've been checking out this week is there's been a lot of murders from women traveling. And that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. You know, you go to these other countries and shit. You know, we heard about the passport bros and all that other stuff, right? Where Jake go to these other countries to find companionship. I would say it that way, to find companionship or feminine women, because you know you can't find it over here in America. And of course, you know, I was watching Austin Hollerman. He's been back into the States for like 3 weeks, right? And he was basically complaining about the quality of women. And the quality of women is basically terrible. Like, especially our women, they all overweight. They got bad attitudes. They all overweight and they got bad attitudes. Their pH balance is off, you know. And that's among some of the problems with American women, especially the American black women, you know. And he was talking about how isolated it feels over here in America. People be in their little groups and shit, but then they don't talk to anyone else. It's like they in their bubble, but they don't talk. They don't socialize, you know, except for the people in their bubble. But anyway,
and that's the whole birds of a feather flock together, because part of that rip rap nature, that's what you're gonna surround yourself with.
Right.
You in a 10 body and up gang, y'all gonna surround yourself with that, because the ones that don't, the females that don't have all them bodies, y'all kind of see her as corny or lame, or she might be cool, but y'all not gonna click. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all really gonna feel hurt because she hasn't defiled herself like you, and they can't go back, so they're not gonna look at you the same. There's a difference being established. It's always been there, but now it's becoming more definitive than ever, man. Mm-hmm. All right.
So, and I've also been watching Go Black to Africa. Recently, he had the IUIC on there, but that's another speaking point. He had a couple of videos for the last week. He even had a couple of videos where black women been traveling to Africa and getting killed. Not to mention this 80-year-old bitch that was over there that was fucking around with a 30-something-year-old African, wouldn't let him borrow her car, so he got his homeboy and killed her and took the car. You know, but the point is, they've been black women been traveling and getting straight up murked, and nobody is talking about it. Go ahead. Do you have a precept though?
This is Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors. Why? Because it said the elder shall serve the younger. Right? But it's not right now. Right now, we're in the process of these curses, so we are underneath the elder right now.
Right.
Which is Esau.
That's why I say children are their oppressors, because the so-called white man is younger than the so-called black man.
Right.
We came first, you know. So children are their oppressors. The so-called white man, basically on this planet, the so-called white man came out of what was it?
Rebecca.
No. I'm talking about the mother of Esau and Jacob. Because the mother of Esau and Jacob is so-called Negro or black. Right? That's what children of our oppressors are. Yeah, I know that, but that scripture, that scripture is talking about children of our oppressors, because the so-called white man came out of the so-called black man. You know?
It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors.
The so-called white man.
And women rule over them.
Right, and they made it where the woman rules over the man. There's no denying that in this country, the woman has the power. Don't get me wrong, the so-called white man is over all this bullshit, but he gave the power to the woman to rule over the power to the so-called black woman to rule over the so-called black man. That's why they have all of the advantages in court. One of the biggest advantages that you can speak of is the child support system, which should not even be there because it's really not child support, it's hoe support. Because, hey, if the man, right, yeah, the help a bitch out fund, because if the man is making money, especially more than the woman, how in the fuck is she getting half of his money? If she can't take care of the kids, that's on her. Give the kids to the man.
Go with the father.
Yeah, in every country
whose last name is on them children.
Right. Every country outside of America, the children will go to the father. And then the woman can go her own way if that's how she feels.
A lot of them turn into street hoes.
Right.
If the man isn't present and the children are in the household with the woman, they are there selling that thing, man.
Right.
A man got to still go to work. So a lot of times he'll get another young woman in place of her, go to work, instead they'll be taken care of. Or he'll just be a single father and still hold it down.
Right,
but it ain't going to be a bunch of, she's not going to be out there, he ain't selling his ass. Well, hopefully not. Out here selling his asshole and shit.
Right.
She out here selling her pussy. And then you exposing your children to a life that they don't need to, even if they don't see it.
Right.
They will find out about it, your reputation.
Yeah. But that's one of the ways that Esau divides to destroy the black family and shit. As long as the father ain't there, the father cannot teach the children. Instill that confidence and instill life lessons into the children. So this system was designed that way. But getting back on the topic that we was going to originally talk about.
It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths.
Right. They which leads thee cause thee to err. This whole system. Because this is the system that Esau made to make sure your paths are destroyed. No, we aren't supposed to cater to women. We're supposed to treat a woman like the weaker vessel that she is. But women in this kingdom, especially our women in this kingdom, think that they the strong vessel. That's why you got things like I'm the prize. You got bullshit like sprinkle out there. You know, you got what else do they got? The prize, sprinkle. I can do it by myself, strong and independent. All that bullshit.
Black girl magic.
Yeah, black girl
magic.
Don't
have nothing to do
all
with
that.
All of that is incorporated into these
movies. Strong and independent feminist movement.
Black girl magic.
Right.
That's witchcraft any fucking way.
Right. Yeah, it's all witchcraft. Hey, and a lot of these black girls are witches now. Because they think it's all right to be. But when the Lord started offering them, matter of fact, the Lord is already starting to off them because of their wickedness. All right, how you doing, brother?
All right.
Good. So now, trying to get on this one subject, black women are traveling, and they proud to be traveling all over the globe. But the thing that they not reporting on is a lot of them are getting killed while they going overseas and going to these other countries. I mean, you remember the story where this one black lady, truck driver, went to Dubai and got locked up, and then she they made her stay there for something like 90 days, and then deported her and said she couldn't come back. Because she came over there with that same black bitch attitude, but not knowing that they don't play that shit over there, But now a lot of black women be traveling to Africa and just getting themselves killed in various different ways. This is...
Yeah, right. And then that, right now, Most High is establishing a boundary line, right? Between who's going to make it and who's not. He's already showing you right now. Right now, he's putting you in a vital situation. You live a fast life, that wall is gonna hit you fast as a motherfucker, man. Mm-hmm. And right now, that wall doesn't necessarily have to be based on your age, and then it does, because you got to think about the times we're coming into. All right, I understand the things that men see in a woman are the things that this society usually lacks. They don't want to deal with the stress and the drama and the ungratefulness and the obesity, especially in a time where people aren't going to be able to eat correctly, man. where you gotta fucking figure shit out, figure found bitch, cause she always eating all kind of shit. You know, not accustomed. Now you gotta deal with that, and you trying to survive, and they arguing with you, fighting with you. Let's start thinking about that, man. That's a ruling class and a survivalist mentality that men hold in their mind, logically. Right. The Willie Lynch letters, man. They broke you down to be the way you are. Right?
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Go ahead, Slow.
You want me to read it and y'all just real quick, bro.
Go ahead, read
You
what
want me to read it and then y'all just stop me at certain points and bring out scripture?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
I
can
can read
that
this because it's important. This is exactly what we're talking about. Okay. This is called the Willie Lynch letter and the making of a slave.
Right, because this is part of what happened to us during slavery that Esau instilled in the women. But now, since slavery is a mental thing now, the slavery of this system is totally different.
Right, and we're going to get into. I'm going to show y'all that this is real. This is not fake. We're going to get into. Oh, here we go. The breaking process of the African woman. Okay.
And that was another thing, because we're not African.
Right.
That was another lie that our people have been told. They say we're African, Negro, and Black. No, we're the Israelites from our respective tribes.
Right.
But that's one of the biggest lies of America. We're not African. You know, and a lot of Africans, because a lot of the western coast of Africa are our people. But they suffer from a lot of tribalism and shit, so they come over here thinking that we ain't shit. You know, and it's like, nah, man. Esau done taught y'all wrong, and y'all listen to him. Esau done taught our people wrong, and we listen to him. Truth be told, we're the Israelites. Go ahead, Al.
Okay. The breaking process of the African woman. It says, then take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desire willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. If she shows any signs of resistance in submitting completely to you, completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract the last bit of bitch out of her. Take care not to kill her.
Honestly, that's why you have a natural affinity to be more submissive to the so-called white man than the so-called black man. It's bred into your DNA.
There you go.
Well, I won't say that only because I know, the history between the early 1900s, the so-called abolishment of slavery, all the way up to around the 1920s, 1930s. Because, see, the thing was, all of this stuff did happen in slavery to make the black woman obedient and shit, and to downplay the so-called black man. But then, during the abolishment of slavery, you have a thing called Black Wall Street, where our people actually came up right after slavery was abolished, and the so-called white man separated himself from the so-called black man. Thinking that we dirty and filthy, and they didn't want us around them and all that other shit, right? But then we built our own cities, and they were flourishing above and beyond the so-called white man's cities. So, and at that time, they basically implemented the same thing. They basically punished us for being better than them. So, go ahead.
Do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract the last bit of bitch out of her.
Right, now see, the extraction point, right? One of the ways now, it might not be a bullwhip now, but it's financial. They'll whoop your ass and start taking those stamps from you. Mm-hmm. All right, if you act up, any kind of handout that the government gives, the majority of our women will be taken away. Mm-hmm. They single-handedly use that technique to put them against us in the first place.
Right, it's that punishment and reward technique.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Your bitch got
drowned out.
Yeah.
It says, take care not to kill her, for in doing so, you spoil good economics. When in complete submission, she will train her offspring in the early years to submit to labor when they become of age. What is that, submitting to labor?
Right.
Meaning that when we get grown, what do they tell us? Go get a job.
Yep.
That's exactly. That's the first thing
Right.
that they teach us.
So they use different tactics,
Right.
but they use the same model that they've always used.
Right. Understanding is the best thing, therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have perceived here in this breaking process of the female nigger. We have reverse relationships. In her natural uncivilized state, she will have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male.
Right, and then these devils, what they did, they call us in their books uncivilized, when we were more civil than they were. Our people allowed them to come over here as the natives, and then they came and went to war. Well, first they broke over all the promises that they said that they would do, and then they started slaughtering the people, which caused the war, which the people didn't know that they was at war. Therefore saying that this place was stolen, because they didn't just openly declare war, because they would have never made it over here.
And she would have a limited protective tendency towards her independent male offspring, and would raise the female offspring to be dependent like her. Nature had provided time with this balance.
Right, so, and basically what that's saying is, hey, the woman is supposed to be dependent on the man, right? In the early 1900s, okay, slavery was so-called abolished in 1867, right? So in the early 1900s, you have the thing called Black Wall Street. Now, Black Wall Street were basically several different cities that were predominantly black, well, pretty much all black, but I ain't gonna say 100%, but predominantly black, and they were thriving cities, and they held the economy of America. And I love to explain this shit, because this lets you know that Jake was way above Esau even back then. Because Jake had cities that were thriving, that were like the cities of today, but they had them in the early 1900s. And they were called Black Wall Streets. Then Jake had airports, Jake had bus systems, Jake had banks, and all of this was thriving. That saying, not a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, is because Esau did not know how to make a plumbing system. Jake had all that in their thriving cities. And there were several cities across America that were considered Black Wall Street. Not just Tulsa, Oklahoma, but several cities across America were called Black Wall Street. So now you have all of this, and Esau didn't have across the tracks. Esau didn't have no plumbing. They didn't have thriving grocery stores and stuff like that, right? So Esau basically got jealous of Jake. And what did they do? They had to destroy Jake's shit, because Jake didn't have no military. We were fresh out of slavery, living over here in America. So we didn't have the military. That was Esau's thing. So what did they do? They basically made up bogus bullshit excuses to come to the black neighborhoods and destroy them. And then, that's when they say black people was piss poor during the 1940s and forward. After they done blew up all these Black Wall Streets. And then they started making laws to make sure that we couldn't do it again. That's when desegregation happened. To use so-called white people's information, desegregation happened so that y'all can learn our way, not the other way around. Because that's one of the bullshit things that happened during the education system. They learned our ways, and then they incorporated it into their system so they can build the cities that they built today, because we had already built them back then. That's what desegregation was all about. They wanted to force black kids into their schools. We didn't want to force Edomites into ours. We didn't give a fuck. We didn't care to be by them. And that's why they got the law set up today to where we cannot be separated from them. Why? Because they got to know what we doing.
Yeah, because the reason is we make every nation that we go to great. Period. You think the white man don't see that, man? You can't send for y'all fucking Hamites to do that slavery like that because you aren't as intelligent as us. Alright? There were certain benefits outside of them using other nations. Because even though Ham is a natural serpent, right? Because that was one of the curses that was put on him by Noah.
Right, this is Matthew chapter 5, verse 13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under the foot of men.
Now you take, let's say this. We got a trading block, right? You got to Edom, you got a Arab. That's okay. I ain't gonna go for the Arab. Let's go for a Latino, not even a Latino. We're gonna go for some kind of Edomite, right? A European indentured slave, right? You got a Hamite, and you got a so-called Negro up there on that chopping block. Which one you think is more expensive?
Right. The so-called Negro will be always more expensive. Why? Because he got the most to offer. He's got the most brain power to offer.
Right.
See, and we are the salt of the earth. Wherever we go, that's where things happen at. Wherever we go, and it's always been that way. Wherever we are is where it's happening. That's another reason why this when this passport bro thing happened. That's another reason they're trying to stop it. Because just imagine all Jake's leaving. Because, you know, it used to be a thing 10, 20 years ago. Oh, you don't like America? Go back to Africa. Why ain't they saying that no more? Why ain't they saying go back to Africa?
All right, fuck it.
Yeah, because niggas started going to Africa. And guess what? Niggas started giving these Africans ideas to build their own shit. And now we got to a point where they got the Africans trying to kick niggas out. Why? Because
they kicking the nigga out.
They're giving them too many ideas.
Not just that. I see a lot of things, especially in different parts of the world, because the black woman go over there and start acting the fuck up.
Hey, that's another thing. Wherever we go, the black woman will talk shit about us, but then they'll follow. Why? Because of they Esau's lieutenant, man.
Let me bring this out.
You get us kicked out of some shit. You get us fucking kicked out because you are a representation.
But see, honestly, Esau don't mind the black woman following the black man to destroy our reputation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's why he said I'm after them.
But they mainly,
what the brother's reading right now.
Yeah,
it was inherently put into you. You gotta understand, these are the same spirits coming back.
Yeah.
You broke then, you gonna break now.
Yeah, let me get this, brother. It says, reverse nature by burning and pulling one civilized nigger apart and bullwhipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence.
Hey man, can you sit there?
All in her presence. So all, even to this day, every nigga that gets shot by the police or whatever, it's all in the woman's presence, in the eyes of the black woman.
Yeah,
or the Negro woman.
Like I say, different tactics, same
spirit.
Yeah.
Different tactics, but hey, they're not using the bull.
And it's only finna, the rabbit hole only finna get deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Rodney King. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that happened. That was just the one that got recorded.
Right, because it's basically just punishment and reward.
Right.
Oh, if these niggas do this, you gotta punish them this way, and we'll reward you this way.
I'm just bringing it out.
That's basically what they saying.
So yeah, I'm just gonna bring this out. I'm gonna finish this off. By her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state. In this frozen psychological state of independency, she will raise her male and female offspring in reverse roles for fear of the young man's life. She will.
Right. Yeah, and that's what they did. As a matter of fact, when they say she will raise them, that's why they had to get the man out of there. Because, like I say, slavery was abolished on what, 1867. We had Black Wall Street in the early 1900s. By 1920, Edomites made a campaign to destroy all these Black Wall Street.
Yeah, let me finish this out, brother. I'm sorry. It says, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong, because she has become
that's one of the reason they got sports and stuff too.
Right. Because she has become psychologically independent. She will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared. This is the perfect situation for sound sleep and economics.
Right, hey,
Sound
the perfect,
sleep. Esau can
yeah.
sleep soundly as long as he knows he has our woman's mentally conditioned to do everything that he tells them to.
Well, not our women, us, the man.
Right.
They want the so-called black man to be effeminate.
Right.
That's why
But like
they
I said, that woman is raising them.
Yeah, hey.
And so as long as they control the woman, they're not only messing up the man, right? They're fucking up the household, and it breaks the cycle of having a smaller amount of real men out here.
Right. But like I said, this all happened, and that's why I keep bringing this up when we got out of slavery and did the Black Wall Street. This happened during slavery, right? But Black Wall Street happened right out of slavery. As soon as the so-called black man got that independence, he got the black woman right in line, and she followed us. And then guess what? The so-called white man couldn't even keep up with us, and we wasn't destroying shit. Everything was just back in order. We wasn't destroying shit.
Yeah,
and so they had to come in and destroy what we built and re-implement this on a wider scale.
It says,
but in a different way.
It says, before the breaking process, we had to alert on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of the frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us.
Right, hey, we always say the black woman is the so-called white man's lieutenant, man. Or what is it, Micah 7 and 10? Yeah, might as well bring it out. See, this is Micah 7 and 10. Then she, matter of fact, Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street. So she that is my enemy. That's why the black woman don't got no problem being a single goddamn mother. Even though you got all these so-called black men saying stop doing that shit. Because she is our enemy right now. Why? Because she listens to the so-called white man. So she gonna go with the same system the so-called white man put forth for her, to try to keep us down. Because we are the ones with the mind. That's why. Matter of fact, even us being out here shows you that we are the thinkers. And I'm talking about the Israelite man. And don't get me wrong, there are intelligent so-called black men out there. And a lot of these intelligent so-called black men, they know that they Israelites. They something like a secret disciple, you know, but they know that they Israelites. But they're the ones who's trying to actually get the so-called black community back on track. Trying to get the so-called black community to have different customs and different standards.
That's a lot, yeah. I want to say something. So this is what.
Oh, we ain't Muslim.
Not Muslim. That's that same thing.
Yeah. He probably
He gonna keep
some
trying.
type of agent or something, man.
No, he's just a nigga. He got got that strong ass Middle Eastern demon on you, man. That nigga
man,
look, trying, bro.
and we not no goddamn Muslims, man. Everything we read is out of the Bible. We the Israelites of the Bible, man. Like, why is that so hard to understand? Yes, we are God's chosen people. Yes, we rough around the goddamn edges, man. But we are still the Heavenly Father's chosen people. We're Israelites. I don't know, and I don't know why it's so hard for Jake to understand that. That's why the Heavenly Father said our people don't even consider it, man.
I hear it.
You are the Israelites, man.
Isaiah 1 and 2. Excuse me, 1 and 3. Well, yeah, we start at Isaiah 1 and 2.
1 and 1. I just go read that down.
All right. This is Isaiah 1 and 1. The vision of Isaiah, the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. Remember, Jerusalem is a people before a place.
Right, because Judah is talking about the southern kingdom, and Jerusalem is talking about the northern kingdom. It's basically all of Israel is basically what it's saying.
And the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah, king of Judah. Hear, O heavens, and give ear to the earth, for Yahweh hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
Right, because our people rebelled. Our people was following the customs of the heathen. So we rebelled, man. We were some hard-headed people.
It says, the ox knoweth his owner,
The ox knoweth his owner,
and the ass his master's
and the
crib.
ass his master's crib.
But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
Right. But Israel, you so-called Negroes, Indians, and Latinos do not know, and you don't even consider it.
No, you gotta do it like Pastor Court said. The ox.
The Akis don't know.
Hold on.
I said the ox
You got more on that?
knoweth his owner.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Now this here it go right here. The ox knoweth his owner. Okay. And the ass his master's crib. Can I get an amen? What does that mean? That means y'all niggas still can't figure out
Right,
that you
right.
are a damn ox.
Right.
You stupid, and you are stubborn ass nigga, because asses, donkeys, are stubborn beasts. Can I get a witness?
So basically, Jake don't even know and Jake don't consider. You so-called Negroes, Indians, Latinos don't know that you the Israelites, but even when we tell you that you the Israelites, you don't even consider it that you are those people.
You automatically go like, nope, nigga, you tripping. This
Right,
is crazy.
right.
Hold on, let me bring this out. This says, by the time a nigger boy reaches the age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for his life sound and efficient work. Oh, I'm sorry. And the reproduction of a unit of good labor force.
Basically, they basically making you into a worker. That's basically it. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 1. The burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob and I hated Esau. And that's the thing that you Jakes gotta understand. You Negroes, Indians, Latinos that don't consider that you are the Israelites according to the Bible. And you Jakes actually just don't believe it. You're like, how can the Lord love us? We basically the slum, man. We the bottom of the barrel. You got all these other people over us talking shit about us. How can the Lord love us? But the Heavenly Father is saying, yep, you too, brother. Yeah, the Heavenly Father, well,
I love Jesus Christ.
well, it's about Yahweh Shai up here. So, you know, Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son of the Heavenly Father. We have these things up here to show a pictorial image that this is not what the Bible describes. So and then the Heavenly Father
And by the way, it does matter for truth's sake when they
right,
say it doesn't matter what you look like.
right, because it matters for truth's sake.
Right, because this is what the Bible
Ain't
says.
African American because we're all from Syria, right?
Well, yeah, you're correct about him being so-called African American because he's on the
Ethiopia, the original Bible is the Ethiopian Bible, yeah?
Yeah, but the
no,
Ethiopians
that's not the original Bible. The Ethiopians got after the scattering of these kingdoms.
Yeah.
You had a certain amount of our people that went to the four corners of the globe and took our customs with them. And history has proved that continuously. One thing all these have in common, you can go to all these places in the world and they have some kind of connection
And I
with
told her
Paleo
it's
Egypt.
destruction.
The ancient people that connected us to this.
So what do I look up online to look this up?
And it doesn't matter about your skin color. We want to say that right
I'm
now.
actually Puerto Rican, man. So
Right,
good.
Oh, that's what's up.
You
man.
know,
I actually figured that out because
Jay
I rock all sixes on me. I love those 6-point stars, man.
but they have a certain spirit. The
Yeah,
way
you got a
came
spirit.
up was like the spirit of this
spirit
people.
of-
I felt it, baby.
Yeah. So
But,
sometimes we get it and people be like, it got to be black or you got to no. They're trying to call us a black people Israelites. All of our people. I mean, you see it right now.
Dominicans, Guatemalans, Panamanians, Puerto Ricans,
That's
Cubans,
right,
all of it, baby.
See, the thing is, we have lost our identity through slavery.
Right.
Our identity, the so-called black men, we look at about 500 years of slavery. What were we before that? Oh, y'all some African booty scratchers.
You know what I don't like?
The Puerto Ricans, before slavery and picking sugar,
We're
what was y'all?
banana pickers.
Right, y'all was banana pickers. Truth be told, before that, right. The
A lot of
truth
those
be told,
Hawaiians over there are actually Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I know
Right.
that. I know that.
Yeah.
Borinque is the
Right.
ancient word.
truth be told, the Bible has the history for us and for you.
Yeah.
You know, the history for Jerusalem or Israel, the northern tribe, is after what was it, the Assyrian captivity. Because y'all was in captivity in Assyria. The Judites, which talks about more in the Old Testament, was in captivity in Babylon. After that, what happened? They traveled to the Americas, and that's how they were known in modern day.
It's a map in the scriptures and it shows you.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it, huh?
Yeah, link you can send me. I got a dinner I got to go to, but I do want to
We're on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube as
And then it's the real truth, and then it's Bob. You can also put in Grand Rapids scripture.
oh yeah, YouTube.
Thank you. That's all we out here. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, if you come out again, I'll read that scripture. It's in the Apocrypha where it tells that the Northern Kingdom. It tells y'all how they got to the Americas. You know, yeah, because y'all got to the Americas after the Syrian captivity when they released y'all from slavery. Y'all came to the Americas. They started filtering in the
Spaniards.
Well, the Spaniards
They dominated.
right. The Spaniards are so-called white people.
They are.
The so-called Indians or natives to the land.
Did you know the Spaniards used to have white Caucasians as
Hold on, throw that one message out there, though. Look, it's one message that you gotta throw out there. The one message when you're dealing with the Latino brothers, you throw them out there that oh my God, I had it in my mind. You know, they were taken to the cotton fields, and Spanish is not their language.
Yeah.
Hebrew is their language.
That's when you explain it right now.
So when someone calls somebody that has locks, dreadlocks, I don't like that. It's offensive to me. That means they're dreadful.
Well, the whole history of dreadlocks in general. Well, when our people picked it up, because it used to come from those white people living in the caves. Remember that movie 2000 BC? Right? And they all had, because they didn't comb their hair, and they hear a lot of stuff. And then our people picked it up, it became popularized in the Western culture, but it came from the Caribbean culture, and the Caribbean culture was called dreadlocks because
They were in the boats and they made down, and that's how they grew out. They looked dreadful.
and then they started going into the Rocky Farm and then some
right.
Yeah.
Hey, bless you guys.
Yeah, you too, brother. Hey, yeah, no problem. What we tell all our people, just if nothing else, remember that you're an Israelite. If nothing else. All right, brother.
I'm smart with it.
Oh yeah. Cool. All right, brother, man. You enjoy you all night, man. Yep. I mean, and really, no bullshit. That's the beautiful thing about being out here and teaching our people, man. When they actually get it, man.
Right.
That's the beauty right there.
They rejoice.
You know. Hey, what do the scriptures say? What do the scriptures say? The Lord, the Lord got 100 sheep. If one stray away, he'll leave the 99 just to go get that one. Mm-hmm. You know?
That's right.
That's the beauty of it, man.
He has shepherds out there, right?
Correct.
There's a lot more sheep than shepherds.
Correct.
All right? You got a lot of people that are followers. A lot of those sheep, they go astray and they get ate up by a bear or a lion or some shit. Or another shepherd from another flock will take them away.
Right.
Probably slaughter them later or whatever it may be, man.
Right.
All right? We have to stick amongst the flock that the Heavenly Father gave to us.
Right.
And by sticking to that flock, we have to know what our culture is.
Right.
And our culture is according to these law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
It gives us order.
Right.
Above all these other nations.
Right. And it actually lets us know that we are family amongst each other, man.
Right. Why? Because our customs.
Right.
Our customs let us know that.
Right. Because what you taught by Esau, the so-called white man, you're taught to be individual and independent, which is all a lie, man. Because everybody is dependent on somebody. Whatever knowledge that you have, guess what? You got it from somebody else. And you can't, and that's undeniable. So everybody is dependent on somebody. And in our customs, hey, we're supposed to treat our people a certain way. You know, it's like a lot of jakes are going overseas talking about how much they love the customs over there because the people are friendly and not so what do they call it? I guess individualistic over there. You know, you walk past somebody, they're always saying hi. People, even at their jobs and everything, is always friendly and shit. Truth be told, that's how our customs are supposed to be. But we're so much in oppression over here in America, in this kingdom, that our people they forgot who they are, man, and don't know their customs.
Right. You walk around with this facade.
Right.
I was listening to, I sent that video to you, the author of 48 Laws of Power. I never read the book, but when I heard about it like in 2005 when it first came out, I thought I heard it to being associated. A lot of niggas was using it to be wicked.
They are.
You
A
know
lot of niggas still use it to be wicked.
And the author, when I saw his interview, he had to come out with a whole another book, the second one, to calm it down and let motherfuckers know. He had to come let people know, like, no, that's not what the true intention is.
Right. His intentions, his intentions wasn't that,
Right. And it was a cold ass interview. And everybody come out here every day wearing a mask. All right, that persona.
But see, that's why. Hey, you heard that saying? The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Right.
You may not have intended that, but that's what happened.
Nuclear bomb. Oppenheimer.
He
had good intentions.
Right.
He made that bomb. He wasn't just like, I just want to kill a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No. That motherfucker thought that, they had it set because he was Jewish, which I believe he was a Jake. When you look at the movie, he just, he was straight up jaked up. But regardless of the matter, he made that bomb, right? And he thought that he was going to be dropping it on the Nazis because they were so-called slaughtering these Jewish people.
Right.
Mind you, us knowing what the truth is behind that, they used him and with the lie, right, that they were perpetuating. They used him to create something truly destructive.
Yeah.
Do you understand how heavy that is? That lie that was perpetuated, that even the Bashar al-Assad of Syria came out and started poking at the so-called the small hats, all right, the so-called Jewish people. What was he saying? He he was saying, hey, your history doesn't add up to that.
Right, right,
And then you talk about 8 million Jews when 20 million Russians were killed.
right, right,
You talking, you putting that over that, and they were killed ruthlessly, but they were actually killed.
right.
They weren't dying because of disease, because of uncleanliness.
Right, they wasn't dying from not washing their hands and feet or their
Damn.
legs and feet.
God damn.
Because that seems to be a thing now. Esau is mad that Jacob found that out and is talking shit about it, man. The Edomites don't like to wash their legs and feet. It must have been double for the small hats.
You know, oh hell yeah. They lived in, man, look, them ghettos, Jewish ghettos, was something imposed on them because of their lifestyle and where they lived.
Right, right.
That's why they were put there. They weren't put there because they just hated them.
Right, right. They had to quarantine them so other people wouldn't catch the diseases that they had.
Right. Started with typhus fever.
Right, right.
Because that was one of the main leading factors to them separating themselves and putting them in them ghettos, and then they started dying amongst each other in that.
Yep, yep.
And they had to put them. Oh man, I'm probably gonna get taken down.
Yeah, whatever. Because 6 million didn't die.
Right. Hey, your own people came out and told the truth, man.
Right, right.
It ain't nothing that you can say.
Yeah, hey, because they don't like to bring up Arthur Koestler, man. You know, the 13th tribe, they don't like to bring that up. They murdered him for a reason, man.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah, these lies that are being perpetuated right now, the Heavenly Father is making this happen for a reason. But it always leads back to the truth. You tell a lie, you got to know the truth.
Yep.
And I was talking to my brother about this, and I'm like, yeah, it's fucked up. It's men's fault, right? But there's only so much we can do. Women got to start taking, they have to start taking, like what happened when a man fucks up? They want us to stand on it. We gotta take what's the word I'm looking for? They want you to take not ownership, but they want you to basically there you go. They want you to take responsibility, right? They always expect us to take responsibility. We've always had to take responsibility. But now it's your time to take responsibility because you've been put above us.
Right.
And now it's like y'all don't want to take their responsibility. The Heavenly Father is gonna make you take responsibility. I'm tired of y'all sticking up for just, oh, it's because women and this. Yeah, that shit is fucked up. But we was also raped and torn apart, like the brother was saying. It's bad enough you got a lot of the people walking around with that chip still on their shoulder. But the chip comes from us being raised amongst these people and taking on their customers and acting like that. Alright? This is Isaiah. I'm gonna get the phone back to Abby, K. This is Deuteronomy 28. And this will start at 28 and 2.
Hold on 1 second, brother. 1 second.
No, this is right. God bless.
Yeah, no, you good, brother. You just in the middle of reading the scripture. That's all.
God bless. That's all I want to get.
Oh, yeah, you welcome. You welcome.
Okay. This is
We
let's start
losing
at
your place now.
hey man, these niggas throw you off, man. I looked up, saw him here, I'm like, the fuck? I mean, then I saw him smiling, I saw you, so I'm like, man, alright, is this nigga reaching for my Bible? Or I saw you guys, you were trying to shake my hand.
Yeah, you were trying to shake your hand, but you was in the middle of reading the
Right.
scripture.
And I was in that threw me off too.
Yeah,
Looking like
yeah.
she's somebody reading, you want to walk.
Yeah, you just gotta hold on a second.
Yeah, I get you, you know, you be a little lit off of something.
Yeah.
You know, that's why y'all gotta, man, we gotta have a sober mind with you.
Right. Sure.
Can't come up here sauced up and shit.
Right.
We don't get the same hypnosis thing. I get it, man. You just spirit. That's a problem, man. Y'all in this joyful ass spirit, and we in a time of motherfucking war.
Yeah, that's
you know,
true,
right
man.
now in Ukraine, we just got this $60 billion package since Ukraine, biggest one ever sent. You know what's increased in Ukraine? I just saw the video. I need to go video that. All of the amount of bars and nightclubs. They showed these motherfuckers in Ukraine chilling. See, what they show you on the news, they like, oh, it's all bombed out. Ukraine's just all fucked up. They associate areas and places that make hot. Then they living good over there. And guess who's paying for it? It's at the behest of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, natives, and
Yeah.
so-called white men.
The American taxpayer.
Yes. The Mexican, y'all too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High is making you pay for the increasing 8 bars and nightclubs and they party and they show them motherfuckers good. Like, look, on the news, they perpetuate this whole, well, everything is cool. They just bomb the fuck out like how they try to hide
Giving them
that.
the woe is me spirit.
Right.
They
Like,
so destroyed.
well, that's really the Palestinians that are fucked up like
Yeah.
that. And all those mugs that's caught up in the middle of that. Even in Iran, they trying to do like that. Those are the ones that's fucked up. And that they should be sending so-called Mexicans. No, they're doing that. They're doing that just to have a foothold on Russia, man. But I want to say that too. These men that were walking past, I don't know if you saw it, they looked like they were Hamites. There was a whole line of them. They weren't Hamites, but it was a couple Asians amongst them. Chinese looked like. And they had a chaperone, a big gay chaperone. Big black nigga with a ball cap and had that big ass scarf on that came out this cookie shop. And he was leading them, the guy, because you can tell them they don't know English. I seen how they even do that with the immigrants as well, when they bring them in. But one thing is for sure, they were all military age males. And they've been starting that whole thing in where Michigan just received a lot of these military age males coming from the east and the west, man. Because Michigan is a big hub. It's especially Grand Rapids. This links Ohio, it links Detroit, it links Chicago, it links Milwaukee, and Indiana together, man. This is a big, this is a hub city, man. Not just, Michigan, Grand Rapids in general. And they just have these military, you better get your fucking mind right, man. You keep saying you don't need a man. These motherfuckers don't, they look at, they don't give a fuck about us. They're like, hey man, fuck this. I'll shoot these niggas if I can. What? My people, I can bring them from my place. And all I gotta do is get a chip in my hand. Shit, I kill them motherfuckers real quick.
They looking at the wonders of America as if this is a great place, man. This place was never great for us, man.
No, and they'll do anything to keep this.
Got
to get cookies and ice cream and shit. They like, hey.
They'll do anything to keep this bullshit going. But it's just like, hey, and I keep mentioning them for this very reason. It's just like you see these passport bros, man. What do they value over all the money that they got? They only got a high amount compared to over there, right? What do they value? They value the customs, man, the friendliness of the people, man. They're like, man, to hell with all this American shit. I'd rather be over there and have the kindness of the people than be over here and have the wealth of America, man. It's like,
so what did they do? They did that in the Civil War with the Hessians, man. They brought them German mercenary troops over here. They let them pillage and steal and kill as much as they wanted to. That was one of the payments, rape as much as they wanted to. When they brought them over here as mercenaries to fight for the Civil War, the Redcoats did, man. England. All right? That's the same shit. This is history repeating itself, man. And them motherfuckers is out here, these hoes out here talking about they don't need a man and what have been done. Find out. The only thing that deter a man from another man, or deter a man from a woman is another man.
Right.
I don't want to.
What deters violence? Another man deters violence from violent people, man. Is the threat of punishment, man. The threat of judgment. It's like it ain't. Look, if the police force was all women, it'll be chaos out here. Ain't no man afraid of ain't no man afraid of a woman. A man is afraid of another man. Why is a man afraid of another man? Because a man will bestow violence upon another man. That's why. It ain't no woman talking shit that have men in great fear.
Right, because guess what? When that man take off that gun belt, you still got to deal with him.
Right.
I don't care if you feel like you got him or not. Yo, a lot of them white boys is big, man. I see some sloppy ones. I see a lot of them big ass white boys on the squad. A lot of times the ones that came up on us, the motherfuckers had some weight on them, right? Remember that? They would think like them motherfuckers. I'm not trying to wrestle with this motherfucker, man. But little pretty ass bitch try to come up, you know what I'm saying? And she, come on guys, stop, I think I'll be like, man, I'll take my chances. Another man, men understand authority. All right. So what I'm saying is that feminist mind state is about to come to an end overnight. Because when they start activating these sleeper cells that already amongst you, you looking at it like, oh well, it's not affecting me. I'm still making $19 at my factory job. Nigga, this shit finna change. All right. That pride that women have will disappear overnight. And guess what? They not used to women being out shaking their ass and got their skin and their legs out. Bro, when they let them loose, do you understand? That's gonna be the time of Jacob's trouble for a reason. And the so-called Negro women are Jacob too. So guess what? That's gonna be mainly gonna be trouble for the so-called women, man. Okay? Because they are going to get. You don't have a man there to guide you and protect you from the violence that's about to hit. That's why these curses, man. It says,
It says that Deuteronomy 28:35. It says, Deuteronomy 28:32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand. If a man ain't got no might in his hand, and these times that when we came from that chattel slavery, look at what we coming into now. You think you really gonna do it without a man? They gonna run right up in there and do whatever they want to. You might have your gun, but you gotta get to it, and then you still got a limited amount of bullets, man. All right, when it comes to a physical conflict, what this is gonna come to, it's not gonna be nice out here. You're not gonna be able to walk around saying what are men for and what are they needed for.
Right. They ain't gonna be able to say they would rather dwell with a bear than a man.
What?
And women they gonna say they would rather be in the woods with a bear than a man. I mean, it's the stupidest shit. There's women online, you know, a guy was going around asking women, would they rather be alone in the woods with a bear or a man? And they were saying the bear.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah, hey, it's that fucking stupid. And they were saying they would rather dwell with the bear, saying the man could be doing this, it could be doing that, but at least the bear, you're not gonna always be killed by the bear. Like, man, the bear will maul you to death and eat you.
This bitch really said that
These
she's not gonna always
bitches, no, it's a thing, God. Bitches, not this bitch.
They think they really have a better chance.
Yeah,
That bear.
they believe they have a better chance alone in the woods with a bear than with a man. But and to see just so you can see how stupid this is, bitches walk around men all day, every day. As soon as you get in the presence of a bear, it will eat you, it will maul you to death, and it will not give a fuck about your feelings. But you walk around men every goddamn day. That's how stupid this shit is, man. I mean, it's the stupidest shit. But yeah.
What they call it, shit show.
Yeah.
Deuteronomy 28 and 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter.
Right, going back to that making of a slave to Willie Lynch letters, man. Hey, that was the beginning of that, man. Punishment and reward. That was the beginning of that. That's why the women have an evil eye towards us right now.
Right. And that's why I said it's in your DNA, man. Alright? It was bred into you in such a harsh way that it was passed down from generation to generation. We know on a deeper level it's because we the same spirits coming back. That shit scarred your spirit. God damn. Because you was forced to make choices, right? Based upon your best interest and what you saw as fit because they manipulated you without the man.
Right.
Alright? You say be creeping in the mouth, the house is silly women and
right, laden with
sin, right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not just niggas that do that. Esau been doing it.
Yeah.
Alright? Y'all just see, that's just me, these black men, these black ass niggas. No, it's Esau been doing it too.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Let's do it then. Let's do it.
I will.
I'm fine. Fuck it. I do it, man. I'm gonna do it. It's a this is Isaiah. Oh, that's real cold, man. They're talking about tearing his people in pieces. Oh.
Like you lost it. You lost it.
Man, that was good. They talk about. I thought about that because that woman, that so-called black woman, that got chopped up, and they found that they informed. We were looking at that earlier. Talk about it. They found her torso in the river.
Yeah, 19-year-old little black girl got into a bad argument with her mother. Called up her online friend, which was a 32-year-old Edomite, to come pick her up, and she was leaving for good with him, right? She finna go make a life with him. Well, she left with him, and usually like they said, she would have called her sister and mom them that night, but she didn't. So they said they found her 2 months later with her body chopped up in the river. When I say chopped up, I mean she what was her torso with nothing on it? No head, no arms, no legs. The Edomite, the so-called white man, chopped that young black woman up for no reason at all,
It was for a reason.
Well, it was for a reason.
Exodus 20 and 12, right before you get your emergency.
You got to get yours by get mine.
Yeah, that's right, man. Exodus 20 and 12, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So, hey, that cussing out your father and your mother, that dishonoring to your father and your mother, hey, it'll shorten your life on earth, man. Just to let you know.
Yeah, and they tend to do that a lot.
Yeah.
It's because you think ain't nobody heard it, it's not
Right,
on
the Heavenly Father here.
Right. That's a Jacob's ladder, them angels going back and forth, baby.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 10 and 10. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right, because Esau set up his kingdom to function the way it's functioning, and now he set up this kingdom to fall the way it's falling.
Right. It says to turn aside the needy from judgment.
All right, who is the most needy? When a woman don't have a man, she is needy. Do you understand? In any other country outside of America, even in America, right? And the reason is because without that strong foundation mentally and physically, you're not built to bear that stress. That's why man wasn't, man wasn't built for man to be alone, but he can be alone.
Right.
A woman in the world cannot be alone because she'll be taken advantage of by another man.
Right.
It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment. And what do? They offer these benefits. They offer all of these benefits.
Hey man, don't hate. Sometimes you gotta simp, man. Sometimes you gotta simp a little bit.
Got that background music and shit. But they, what they do right there when it says, turn aside the needy from judgment. Without Esau's system set up, a lot of these women wouldn't be able to function and grow.
Right. Not at all.
Like my thing is, she kind of played the subsidized housing and food stamps, but guess what? Pocket, I gotta pay child support. So she can pay for that. Or even having programs set up like that, they make it so you're not able to receive any benefits from that unless you are needy and you're willing to give up judgment because you know the reality of the situation, and you know that if you take advantage of that so-called black woman, she'll do anything. She'll take that judgment and cast it behind her.
Yeah.
All right, and it make it seem like a small thing to her. It says, and what to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. Right? What's right? One of the main things that's right is having a man in the household. All right, having that man, that foundation, a real man in the household, not a poopy or ray. When they took that away, that systematically was the downfall of our people, because if you do that to any other nations, the same thing will happen. It says that the widows may be their prey. You take the husband out the way, you kill him off, or you get rid of him,
right? And that separation comes either a widow or divorcee.
Right, the widows may be their prey. Guess what a widow is? A single mother.
Yeah.
The single mothers
Now you
are their
single,
prey.
mom.
Yeah.
Now you a single mom.
Right. You're basically, hey, you're a widow. You're a single mother. And now you're the prey to the system. You're the prey to the so-called white
what does
man
the
now.
black widow do to the male?
Right, they kill her. They
After
yeah.
they have sex.
Yeah, they kill him.
Yes. And wrap his ass up and make him a
Right.
meal for the baby.
Yeah.
And the bitch would be like, well shit, the babies need to eat.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why you're a widow, man.
Yeah.
Okay? Because a black widow.
Right. You're a
You're
single mother,
you
man.
want to be a black woman.
Right.
You are a black widow, man.
Right, because that's just a sub for it, man. You're a single mother is a widow, man.
You let him
Your
You're
family
a single
is
black
pretty much
mother is a
dead,
black
man.
widow.
Yeah.
You let
And that's not, and that's it. Guess what? The
You
black
didn't have
widow,
second
that's
thoughts.
an independent female spider.
Right, right.
But see, the
Yeah,
only
you're a
difference
single
is
mom.
that the male black widow is made smaller than the female.
Yep.
That's
Just
why
like the
that's why they
motherfucking
pry on
hyenas.
somebody that's spiritually smaller than them.
Yep.
Another man that's been broken down and come from an incomplete household is prey to them. And then they get that, and then the system helps them perpetuate that system, man. All right?
Just a little bit more stuff.
It says that the widows will be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Right. Single mom, man.
Yeah. It says, and what will ye do in the day of visitation and in the desolation which shall come from far? And whom will ye plead for help, and where will ye leave your glory?
And then, hey, he's talking about Esau in general, you know what I'm saying? Because in that day, you ain't going to be able to run for help. You ain't going to be able to hide, because just like the brother reading in that book, you got to pay for that, man.
Yep, yep.
It's just like jumping down to 6. It's like, and I will send him against a hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge.
Why you think this devil is fucking you up? They chopped this girl up, found her torso. They identified her by finding her torso float down the Memphis River, dog. Because she got in an argument with her mother and ran off and did whatever in the streets, the twin. She was in the streets. And the Most High judged the fuck out of her, man. They identify her by finding her fucking torso first, man. God damn.
It says,
And the most hypocritical nation that you saw called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, man. Oh yeah, well why y'all be the main ones to say some stupid ass shit and justify anybody's wickedness? Nigga go to prison and shit, and they want justice, but they got the free this nigga shirt on and shit.
Right, justice for juicy.
Right. Free Smooth Yay.
Right.
Free Suge Knight and shit.
Right.
Y'all niggas wanted Barabbas instead of the Lord, and that's what's happening.
Right,
now,
that's
man.
what's happening. Yep, that's what's happening right now.
it says, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Hey, what's he doing that? He's been doing that to the men, but we're Brazilian because we're not the Brazilians. By moving us out the way, he made y'all the prime prey. And then what do? He teach you how to prey on us in return.
And that's all part of these curses. It says, howbeit he meaneth not so, neither doeth his heart think so. But it is the heart, but it is his heart to destroy and to cut off
A nation, not of you. How do you cut off the nation? By cutting off the seed of that nation.
Right, to destroy the family, baby.
Right. And the man produces the seed. So if you get rid of the seed and somebody come in and you have these black daughters, so-called black daughters and your black wife, they can wipe out your nation by taking them and having sex by them.
Yeah,
The white man did not. Those are all everything that come after that.
Right, those are all tactics that Esau used before.
Right, and they're using it now. And you trying to go over there and be with them and for that financial independence. Black women will run to this white man for this financial independence, and you think he gonna love and care on you because you done fucked up the so-called black man so bad he don't want to deal with you. This motherfucker over here cutting you to pieces.
Yep.
They identified this 19-year-old girl by her fucking torso floating down the goddamn river.
Not her head, not her arms or her legs, just her torso alone floating down the river with everything missing on it.
Judgment.
Yep.
You want to run to this devil instead of being right and doing right by the men that you have?
Yep.
The Most High is gonna bring judgment. And you can say, oh, no, it's the niggas ain't shit. No, it's the niggas you choose. The men that you choose is niggas, man. And then you end up fucked up. And then you want to give a real man a chance, and you wonder why he don't stick with you.
Right.
Good night.
Yeah, hey,
Boy.
Lord always send example.
No. It was just, we sitting there about to hand it off. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, the Most High is always sending examples in the spirit.
Yeah.
But you know what? Even in the scriptures, it said that every nation shall stick to its own. Loose and translate. All right, and that's for a reason, because when all hell break loose, everybody's gonna go about dealing with it amongst their own people. When you get locked up, what do they do?
Hey, they flock to their own, and it's not just that. Because when you look at, we finna end it, but when you look at what happened during, New Orleans tsunamis and shit, what happened? Black people was fucked up. They tried to go to white neighborhoods. What was the standoff? Hey, you come here, boy, you gonna get your ass shot off.
It actually happened.
Yeah, it happened.
They found over 40 bodies. Black people floating in the motherfucking river from white people in their neighborhoods killing niggas.
Hey, so
after
when,
that
so when all hell break loose,
remember somebody gave that the eyewitness for the brown paper bag?
That
brown paper, you want the same color as that brown paper bag or lighter?
Then you're gonna get killed.
And they
and this actually happened.
Right.
It was a prime example for when all hell break loose. So when all hell break loose countrywide, you gonna fuck. Well, it's a saying, fuck around and find out. And y'all gonna fuck around and find out. And with that, we're gonna close. Yeah, hey, for real, it's happening right now.
Right.
And with that, we're gonna close. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Paragash, double honor to the Apostle of the Great Millstone. Salutations to you, I can doing the work of truth and sincerity. On 3, Ababa Ball, 1, 2, 3. Ababa Ball, Ababa Ball, Ababa Ball. Shalom.